Hi guys, it's the Strange Philosopher here. I'm here to do a review on some new products that I recently tried. I've been hearing a lot about this underground brand that had been growing. It's called Colourpop, and it's spelled like the UK word color with a U. So it's Colour, and then pop, like Pop Goes the Weasel. Before I did this video, I gave all of these different products of theirs a runaround and practiced them to see how the longevity worked and if it would come off and all of that stuff, and it hasn't. It's actually been their products are actually really great. For those of you who don't know, Colourpop is an online web store, colourpop.com, and they have currently, I want to say, 5 different products. They have blushes, highlighters, eyeshadows, lipsticks, and ultra matte lippies, like liquid lipsticks. And they haven't come out yet, but they are going to come out with gel eyeliners and matching liner sticks. So when those come out, I'll be sure to do a review for those as well. But for now, I tried one of their eyeshadows. This is their formula is very interesting. It is not a dry powder, but it is also not like a cream either. It's like a weird, kind of like wet powder. I don't know if you can see, it's really shiny. It's called Super Shock Eyeshadow. And you can see I've used it a little bit, but it still has a little bit of that snake print on the top of it. It is actually really great stuff. I wouldn't suggest putting it on with a eyeshadow brush because it is so creamy, it will just gunk up your brush. What I found is best is just to use like your finger or something like that, or a sponge maybe. I just use my finger, and because it's creamy, it stays all day without needing to prime. And if you're like me, you use your Urban Decay primer every day because you don't want it to smudge and smear and look weird. So I'm just going to show you how that looks on a swatch on my hand. It is super pigmented. You see it on my finger and on my hand. It is amazing. It's the color Liberty. It's their ultra metallic line. I think they have another one that's gold. And it's just an eyeshadow. As you can see, it's very bold. Even from like far away, you can still see it. It's really pretty. Now, as an alternative kid, I love to wear bright, funky colors that are like in your face. So this Boom in Your Face Silver, it just made me so happy. So that looks fantastic. I don't recommend using their eyeshadows for your crease though, because they are so creamy. It does get kind of, it doesn't blend as well, I would say. So what I'm going to use for my crease today is actually one of Kat Von D's older eyeshadow duos. It's called, it's from her Rock and Roll Eyeshadow Duos 6 Shooter. And there's 2 colors in here. There is a dark gray with glitter, and then just a dark gray, almost black color. I don't think they're separately, they don't have separate names. But I'm gonna take the dark gray glittery one that's on the left. And just blend it out with my crease brush. I guess I should have mentioned that. I am using the e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease Brush, and maybe tapered to a point. That way you really get that rock star look. And then just blend it in. I've noticed that the eyeshadow takes really well to blending with a powder, but it did not work with like an eyeshadow stick, which is also kind of creamy. And since this was the only color of eyeshadow I bought from them, I don't know if they'd blend together, but let's just blend it out. The key to any good makeup is always to blend. And then there you go. You've got kind of like a, that looks really crappy, but a wingtip, sort of. I have to make that more to a point. That looks better, that looks more pointed. And so then you have your eye. I'm going to repeat the process on the other side so that I match and I don't look funny for the rest of the video. Just blend it into your crease. I think for another video I might do my new Urban Decay Electric palette. See the difference between blending and not blending. This just looks crazy. I might do that for another video. Because like I said, I love bold, fantastic colors. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Not as well blended as the other one, but who cares? Just to finish my eyes so I don't look funny, I'm going to put on some eyeliner and some eyeshadow. I'm using Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's actually a felt tip, which I find is more precise, especially when you want to get like a cat eye or whatever. I'm actually using a mirror for this instead of the camera. It's way more precise and you get a perfect line all the way across. The reason I use Stila brand and not Kat Von D's tattoo liner is when I was in Sephora, I swatched both of them on my hand, and the Stila brand was actually darker. So if you're like me and you love the big, bold black liners, even though Stila is a little bit more expensive, I think it's worth it because I have had this felt tip eyeliner for a couple months now and it still acts like it's brand new. It's still very wet, and it is waterproof. It does stay all day. I haven't had any issues with that. So that's a basic eyeliner. It's kind of thick, which is how I like to do it. You don't have to do it as thick as me if you don't like to. I sometimes do cat eye to go with it, but for the sake of making this video shorter, I'm not going to. I'll put on some quick little mascara. I'm not going to do it in this video, but a product I highly recommend for when you're going to do your mascara. If you like big, bold, full lashes, you need to use a mascara primer. This is Urban Decay's Perversion's brother. It's called Subversion. It's good stuff. It makes your lashes bigger and fuller, and you know, maybe I will use it just to show you. It's good stuff. It comes out white, so you almost think that it's like a white mascara, but it's not. It goes on pretty clear. And remember when doing your eyelashes, always to get the top and to zigzag back and forth, because that loosens up your eyeshadows and fans them, your eyelashes, and fans them out. Very important thing to do. Get the other eye so they're not uneven. Ooh, hair in my face. I think one of the things people don't get when you're kind of alternative, like you're a punk rocker or you're goth or emo or scene or even anything else that I didn't even list, they act like you're in a phase. Like one day you're gonna wake up and just cringe at the photos of yourself. Personally, I don't believe that. Oh, my eyeshadow's a little uneven. Let me fix that. That's a little better. I never understood that. I've been like this since middle school-ish, maybe even longer. Sorry guys, my laptop is sliding off my desk. So I never understood why people would say that, because you know, there are people that are die-hard rockers. They've been like that since the 80s and they're not gonna change. My father is one of those people. He's actually a really talented drummer. He was never even trained to play the drums, but yet he can play it by sound. Like if he hears a song, he can mimic it on the drums. That's pure talent right there. I have no musical talent whatsoever. It's not showing up very well. Maybe I should turn the light off, maybe that'll help. No, that just makes me look even darker. Maybe. I don't know, I can't decide. The lighting in here is bad. I am in my art studio, and any artist will let you know that you need good lighting, but this isn't actually a lighting studio. It's a closet that I converted into an art studio, so I do what I can. And for those of you wondering, I am using Subversion's brother, Perversion, for my upper lashes. I just love the formula. It is the biggest, blackest, baddest. That's what they market it as, and I like to joke and say that that is totally true, because it is. There we go. And there we go. Top eyelash is done. I do not, however, like the brush that comes with it. I love the color, I love the staying power, but the brush that comes with it, you can't use on your bottom lashes. You just can't. You will get it all over under here and under here, because it's wet, big, and kind of feathery. Whereas with my bottom lashes, I want something short and easy to apply. So I actually use Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash Mascara, because the brush is actually not a brush. It's a little plastic wand. You can see. Good stuff. It's also a really great mascara, but I just like it for my bottom lids. See? No, not as much fallout as the other one. And for those of you that didn't notice, I stick my tongue out when I do my bottom lashes, because I pull my cheeks down so I don't make fallout. I go like this. So it probably looks funny on camera, but there's a reason for it. It keeps I have big eyelashes just naturally, and they touch. So I have to like pull my cheekbones down while I'm applying it. Anyway, so that's Colourpop's eyeshadow. You can see it's really pigmented, really shiny, and it stays all day. It's fantastic stuff. I love it. It retails for only $5 a color. They do have, and let me turn that light off so you can see Colourpop. They do have like packages where you can get like more than one, but it's the same price as buying them separately. Like they'll give you 4 for $20 or 6 for $30. So it's not really a deal, but sometimes you get cool limited edition colors that they don't normally offer. Now on to the lip products. I didn't buy any of their regular lipsticks because, for those of you that do know me in real life, my boyfriend does not like kissing me and ending up covered in lipstick. So I've recently had to switch to the liquid lipsticks. I got 5 here that I tried. And if you're like me, you love bizarre colors. I'm waiting for them to come out with like a black one or whatever. I really want their sky blue one, but these are the ones I ended up getting. I got 2 purples, a reddish, pinkish, beautiful-ish color. I don't really know what to call it. It's called Mars, and it is my favorite color. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it at least 3 times. Like, I love it. And I've got a green and a dark blue. Dark blue's pretty. If you use Kat Von D's liquid lipstick, they last all day, even if you eat or whatever. These last pretty okay, but if you start like macking on your honey too much or eat something, they will come off. It's like a regular lipstick, but if you stick your finger, it won't come off like regular lipstick will. It has a better staying power than like regular lipstick, but it's not as good as Kat Von D's liquid lipstick. But you get what you pay for. These are only retail for only $6 a piece versus Kat Von D, which I think is $21 a piece. No, wait, that's her studded lipstick. Her liquids are $20 a piece. So for $6, these are amazing. Like, I've tried other liquid products for around the same price range, and they're horrible. Awful. They feather, and for those of you who don't know what that means, it means it gets into your little cracks of your skin and spreads out. Some do that even with lip liner, like they'll spread out and then you look all veiny and gross. Ugh, stuff's awful. Don't buy cheap makeup. I know that it's hard to buy good makeup because it's expensive, but it really makes all the difference. So 5 colors that I have. I'm going to start with the lightest because it's easiest to go from light to dark when you go to wipe it all off. This one is a pale purple. It's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of Kat Von D's color Coven, but it's a little bit more pinky. It doesn't look that way in the light. Maybe if I turn the other light back on. It looks a little bit more pinky than Kat Von D's, but it's the same. It's pastel. It's pastel purple, and it's gorgeous. I'll put it on for you after I swatch it on my hand. See? Yeah, I'm gonna turn that light off. It's good stuff. Really pretty. And as you can see, it's really pigmented and it's really pretty and it's really pastel. It usually takes about a minute or so to dry completely, and then it is an ultra matte finish. It is not a cream. It dries. That way it doesn't come off. And it's really pretty. This one is called Koala, kind of like a koala bear. And make sure you whiten your teeth before you wear purple lipstick, by the way. It'll make your teeth look yellow. Just a little side note. So let's take that off. It doesn't come off that easy after it dries, but it was still wet. The next one I'm going to try is my favorite. Okay, maybe my second favorite. No, it's my favorite out of the Colourpop series that I bought so far. This one is called Mars. It is a gorgeous color. Just swatch it for you. It's like a pinky red kind of color. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you can see photos of this and it looks better than in my video camera. But it is such a gorgeous color. And for only $6, they are a steal because of how pigmented they are. Isn't that color lovely? Such a pretty bold color. And it's definitely different from like the stereotypical stiletto red, which a lot of rockers do, because this is kind of pinky. It's really pretty. This is Mars. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I'm gonna save my favorite color for last out of the 5 that I bought, because it is, I think, the darkest, maybe? Now, for those of you who like witchy green, we have for you Dr. M. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous dark green. For those of you who love green lipstick and have like Kat Von D's Plan 9, I like that color, but it is too green for me. This is like a dark green. It is gorgeous. Here, let me swatch it on my hand for you. Look at that. It's like a dark mermaid tail green. No, I guess it kind of looks black in the thingy. But this is such a pretty color. I'll put it on for you. Look at how pigmented that is. Now, if you're into the goth look like I am, you could do so much stuff with this green lipstick. I have had plans, and I think I'm going to play with some stuff and maybe put up some different ombre lips or something up. But look at how it makes my teeth look so white. Like, now I'll turn the light back on. It's good stuff. It's really pretty. Dr. M. It's a dark emerald green. Oh, it's so beautiful. And it is so hard to find those wacky ass colors that you love when you're alternative, like if you're punk or if you're goth or grunge or whatever. It is hard to find greens, yellows, oranges. Oranges not so much. Orange is in right now, but it used to be hard to find. Deep dark purples, blacks, and blues. Hard as hell to find. And some places that sell lipsticks like that, they're usually actual sticks. Like, I know Lime Crime, Blackheart Beauty from Hot Topic, Kat Von D. Even then, they don't have the colors you're looking for. Like, Kat Von D only has Plan 9. That's the only shade of green she has that I'm familiar with. And it's a really in-your-face green. And if you're goth, you're not going to want in-your-face green. You're going to want a dark, muted, lovely color that makes your eyes pop out. Because when you do a bold look, you either want a bold lip or a bold eye. If you do both, you just look kind of funny. Any makeup artist will tell you that. Ew, this one dried, so now it's hard to come off. I think I kind of said that earlier, that if you let it dry, it won't come off. See, that stuff is stubborn. It does not want to come off. And now I have green all over my face. I might have to grab a new makeup wipe. It looks a little bit better. That's why I did the dark ones last. They don't want to come off. And now I have another purple for you. This is a dark, beautiful purple. It is called Bedazzled. Look at that. This is for those of you like deep, dark red purples. This is not a blue purple, this is a red purple. And look at that, it looks almost black. It's gorgeous. My lips look really patchy now because that green didn't come off all the way. Isn't that gorgeous? It's not as in your face as black lipstick is, but it still gives that dark, beautiful, bold statement. So bedazzled. Good stuff. Ugh, stuff is stubborn. Okay, now for my favorite color out of the 5 that I bought. This is a highly recommend, especially if you wish you could afford Kat Von D's Poe or Echo. You have to get Colourpop's color Jellies. It's kind of like jelly, like your jelly. Jellies with an S. You have to get this. This is a dark, beautiful navy blue. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. And this is my favorite color. Do you see that color? Oh. Once again, these are only $6 a piece, so if you are a goth on a budget, these are fantastic. They do not have a huge selection of liquid mattes yet. They do have a pretty decent, I think there's like 30 some colors, but compared to their regular lipstick set, they don't have anything. Their regular lipstick set has probably hundreds of colors. They have off-the-wall colors in their regular lipsticks as well. I plan on purchasing some to try them. They do have blacks and things like that. I haven't tried those yet though. If you're a goth on a budget and you wish you could afford Kat Von D's Echo, I dropped it. Jellies is the color for you. This is the color for you. Look at this. Look at this. It's so pretty. I love it. It's my favorite color. I also really love Mars. Mars is my second favorite. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see more photos that look better than the lighting in this horrible room. I'll have to work on that for other videos. But yes, Colourpop Cosmetics, the best. I highly recommend their Super Shock eyeshadow and their Ultra Matte lips. Because once it dries, it does not come off whatsoever. Well, I guess it did a little bit there, but it still wasn't dried all the way. When it dries all the way, it doesn't really come off. Unless you eat something. But that's what they need with liquid lipstick, really, especially reds, because reds have the largest color molecule. They will not stay on your mouth, just like they won't stay in your hair if you dye your hair red. Well, thank you for coming and enjoying my swatching. I do plan on posting another swatching video soon. Waiting to get Jeffree Star's Dirty Money. I can't wait to do that one for you guys. See you later, my wonderful lovelies.